I wasn't going to record this video today, but then I realized I got some things to celebrate. So today we're going to be celebrating me hitting 1,000 followers on Instagram. Plus there's other things to celebrate, but you got to keep watching this video in order to find out. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you my YouTube analytics.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
Hello, Planner Babes. Welcome to Jasmine Plans. This is Jasmine. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. You guys sure do know I appreciate you. This week, we're going to be planning my social media spread in my vertical happy planner for the week of January 20th to the 26th. And guys, it's already January 20th, but I have no work. So I decided to take my time with it, which is why I didn't record and post a video for yesterday, but I'm not going to let myself skip this week. To decorate the spread, I am going to be using Tali from Cuteness Bowtique. I'm also going to be using this gentleman here, Jawan from Cuteness Bowtique. And I'm also going to be pairing them with these blooms from Martinez Sticker Co. So let's get planning. So before we plan, I actually thought that I should give you a peek at how I planned my spread for last week. So here's what I filled in. It's not completely full. I didn't do everything that I committed to, which is why there's not much checked off on here. But here is my spread. There's still a few more things that I need to fill in, but some of them I cannot share on here. So I'll write them in after I finish filming for this week. So I'm going to take my pages out and we are going to start with my blooms. So I've been trying to kind of figure out how I like my blooms to be on the spread, because I don't want them to look the same all the time. But I know I do enjoy having a bloom here in the corner. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I hope you're like me and you have an extra day to your weekend. If you're like me from up north, we just got through our first round of real snow for the season. However, it happened on a holiday weekend, so no days off of school for me. I'm just gonna go in with some of my decorative pieces first. So I have Tali, she is gorgeous. And I'm gonna place her down here. I didn't consider any washi for my spread for this week, but I think we will be okay. So I'm choosing this guy, Jawan. He looks like he is walking, and just notice this beauty queen over here. And if you want to get this beauty queen, you can get her from Cuteness Boutique. I am a PR member for Cuteness Boutique, and you can use my code Jasmine20 to save you 20%. I'll make sure that I link the shop down below. All right, so far so good. I like it already. All right, just fill in more decorative pieces on this side. All right. Has everyone survived the very brief TikTok ban? I don't use TikTok much to really feel as if, it could have affected me. But there were people truly upset. And I was not one of them. All right, we're going to go in with this long, technically for a sidebar, I would guess. And we're going to put this here. I'm not going to worry about the lines behind. Sometimes I worry about the lines behind the back. Sometimes I don't. I should have actually just pulled the rest of the stickers that I will be using for this spread. Actually, I'm going to pull a few that I know I will need, and I'll get back to you. All right. So I went ahead and pulled all my boxes that I think I would need for this spread. And I'll tell you what I'll be using the boxes for in a minute. But now that the TikTok ban is over, because our president has made sure that he got the people back what they wanted. Guess maybe he felt like he should do something that's gonna make everybody happy. And I guess people will be happy with that. But one thing about the TikTok ban, one thing I think we were all not expecting was for CapCut to be gone. I feel as if everyone had made it seem as if, you know, TikTok was just like the major problem that we had here. And I did not hear a peep about CapCut until it actually happened. That went down crooked, but I'm at the point where I do not care. Today, especially, because I'm already behind with the spread. I know for certain that there were some people out there who actually didn't mind the TikTok ban happening and was kind of proud because they kind of felt like it was helping with like their self-care and being off of social media. Or just having one less thing naturally to focus on, because with these social media platforms, we have been like going down a rabbit hole. I spend a ton of time looking at my like YouTube analytics and stuff so much, but I might even need to consider just checking to see how am I doing with my own screen time on these platforms. One thing for certain that I know is that I will go on to a platform for something, and all I know is like 10 minutes later, I will then realize that I never even accomplished what I really wanted to because I was too busy scrolling. All right, so I wasn't planning on this cluster, but I think I'm just gonna do it. All right, so I want to go ahead and add some more of these florals onto the page. And another thing that I actually recently found out was that YouTube has surpassed Netflix in terms of like the amount of people that are watching. And honestly, I thought that was like super interesting because I was thinking to myself, if you needed something more telling you that it's time to start your YouTube channel, you're gonna miss out. And honestly, I say that because like consider now your practice. I think TV has definitely changed for a lot of us. Like, who has cable anymore? Maybe just me. Just looking to see where am I going to put this sticker. Kind of like how last week I had them coming from the top. So I'm going to make sure I do that. But I think it's important, you know, for everyone to get started now if you were thinking about it. Because when that time comes where people are no longer watching certain platforms, going straight to YouTube for whatever they want to watch, you want to be one of those people. And what I like about YouTube and just being a creator on YouTube for me is I feel as if there's a sense of like something personal that happens on YouTube. You feel like you know the people who are commenting all the time after a while. With TV, you don't get that. With movies, you don't get that. All right, so I'm feeling like I should fill out this spread a little more with the other blooms that are on this sheet. Because this is the only sheet of blooms I have, sadly. I think that goes perfect right there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut. If you notice, I pulled out my big scissors today. And that's because sometimes I like to cut the sticker before I even put it down on the page. And I think we can stick this one. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just stick this one right on down here. And I don't want to cover up too much of the box, which is why I pulled it down so far below. So this piece is just gonna be completely done. I do have a little bit of a scrap here, but I don't think I'll be able to salvage that. It's like ever so tiny. It's a slight scrap. I just want to get a little more bloom on the top. And I know I don't have enough of that light colored piece coming up here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now I'm actually considering just moving this tiny piece. Hopefully my page cooperates with me. So we're gonna move it and just get a longer piece out there. Maybe I can just add this on right over here. And I think that honestly looks much, much better. Okay, so let's throw down some scripts. I'm gonna be using these script stickers from Robin's Planning Nest. So I'm just gonna place Instagram over here to record my stats. And then YouTube. And I typically just write Etsy on over here. I have been working on the things for my Etsy shop, so it's not neglected this year. Right, this list right on over here is for my filming for this week. Right, I have a few videos that I do need to edit that I already filmed. And the post I use for my community post, I have noticed that ever since I started including the post in my planner, I have definitely been doing that a little more. These stickers here, I will be using for the companies I am a PR rep for. So I'll just list out Cuteness Bowtique. Remember, you can save 20% by using the code Jasmine20. I'll list out my responsibilities here for verse planning. You can use Jasmine15 to save 15%, and I'll list out my things here. And then there's Martinez Sticker Co. that I did not put a sticker down for, but I am going to, because I do have rep responsibilities there too. And until Friday, the 24th, you can use the code Jasmine28, and you're going to save 20% off because it is Imay's birthday sale. So go ahead, check out Martinez Sticker Shop. It will be linked down below as well. And finally, I want to go in with some quotes. And there was one quote that honestly got to me. This is Mojo Jojo's uncensored quotes. And this one stuck out to me first. It's an add to cart kind of day. And I am going to just place that on the Friday because that is when Martinez Sticker Co. sale is going to end. So I'm just going to take out some of these lines here so it doesn't show through the script, because then that will look ugly. Just going to bring this down a little more. And I want to quote on this page, but I feel like I want something that can just fit right there in that area. So let's see what other sassiness we can put in here. All right. So I'm liking this classy with the side of savage, because to me, that's what she looks like. She is sassy, but don't try her, honey, because then the savage will come out. All right. Hopefully you guys were able to see my spread and it wasn't out of frame. And this will go right down here. All right, so I think that looks really, really cute. If you enjoyed this spread, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And now I'm going to show you my YouTube analytics. So here we are in YouTube Studio looking at my channel analytics. Currently it's showing the past 28 days. I like to filter out to the past 7 days. And still, the same as last week, we are looking at views down, watch time hours are down, and subscribers, I'm guessing, stayed steady, but never stayed defeated just based on these numbers. It just means that there's extra things that need to be done and you have to check into it. However, I'm not going to get that far into detail, so I am going to check out my journey to monetization. And right away at the top, I see that I have one of my milestones unlocked, so I can start earning on my journey. This milestone allows me to have memberships, and for this membership, I get to have exclusive perks for someone who is paying monthly, and YouTube will pay me 70% of that revenue. I actually want to check and see how much different is that from having a Patreon. At this milestone, I'm also able to have supers. Supers means that I have a fan or a subscriber who wants to have a highlighted chat or an animated image, maybe in my comments, and they are able to buy that. I don't know how many people really go into that, so I'm not expecting anyone to pay for their comment to be highlighted. I see that I'll now have a shopping feature on my channel as well, so I should be able to connect the store to promote products on the channel. I'm wondering if that will allow me to highlight things such as companies that I PR for. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. So off camera, I will go ahead and apply for this monetization milestone, but let's check on my journey to AdSense monetization. That is actually the next milestone. Currently, I have 970 subscribers. I will need 1,000 in order to monetize. I will also need 4,000 watch hours. I am currently at 3,013. One of my cousins stated to me recently that you pretty much have this already. So he's like, you're there, you've been consistent, you've been doing what you need to do, you got this already. So my brain is already functioning as if I'm at 4,000 watch hours already. And I knew it pretty much took me about a year to get to that amount, as my first long form video went up in about February of 2024. And at that point, literally no one knew me. No one knew what I was doing. I know what I'm doing now. I also have a few people who are looking forward to my video. So I'm confident that I will get my 4,000 watch hours for this upcoming year. So that is all I'm going to show for my YouTube analytics this week. If you would like to see more of my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. And until next time, happy planning. Bye.